Audi A3 has been around for quite a while now. It is turning 30 years in 2026. Here comes the most advanced version so far. This one is not bad, Audi. Not bad at all. Audis in the past 2 to 3 years have received lots of criticism of losing their attention to the details, their quality, design, and just the overall feel. I have been one of the leading figures in that criticism, yet very constructive, even though I consider myself one of the biggest Audi fans on this planet. I think I demonstrate this very clearly with my unique 4-ringed car collection over the past 25 years. In my recent over 1 hour long movie, Speak Up For Audi, I addressed my concerns for a brand that has shaped my entire life. Its viral success on social media with over 1.5 million views at the moment proves the seriousness of the situation. So when I recently had the newest and most powerful version of the latest Audi A3 called TFSIe plug-in hybrid for a shoot, I thought I was going to make a bit deeper review this time. Simply because I felt like it was a step in the right direction. I felt some kind of hope. It's been tiring and disappointing driving the latest models and complaining over and over again. You somehow lose motivation. So this was a fresh breeze. So what is it? This is the new 2026 Audi A3 Sportback 45 TFSIe. It has an inline 4-cylinder 1.5 turbocharged engine connected to an 85 kilowatt electric motor and a 25.7 kilowatt-hours battery. The total output is 272 horses and 400 Newton meters of torque, connected to a 6-speed S-tronic gearbox. That is only 58 horses behind the bigger brother S3. And you wanna know the interesting thing? Sometimes it feels even faster than the S3. Especially that initial throttle response thanks to the new hybrid system. It's quite strange that this A3 is still called TFSIe and not the new E-hybrid badging that you can see on the new A5 and Q3. I've been driving and shooting quite many Audi hybrids in the past years, and none of them has felt so refined and proper as this. The design. Alright, let me get this straight out of the way. I think this A3 right here is the least best looking of all the generations since the launch in 1996. The pre-facelift of this 8Y platform looks better for sure. This one right here has just too much plastics everywhere. I think the grille looks cheap, and this new Audi logo is something I've been criticizing strongly since the start. It looks like the original one fell off. The position of the logo is just so awkward. It looks like a rabbit or a mustache. The pre-facelift looked better, had better Audi feel, was more proper, and had a better overall quality. Audis were always known for that attention to the details, so you cannot tell me that you find this front a typical Audi front that screams quality and prestige. Just by putting it side by side next to my 25-year-old Audi TT, you can immediately see the drop of design and quality. It just looks way too Asian in my book. The 8Y looked better, the 8P did, and so did the 8V and 8L. The headlights also looked better in the pre-facelift. These ones just look like any other car out there today. Where is the imagination of doing something different? Although I have to give kudos that it doesn't have the horrible split headlights, a trend in every single car manufacturer in 2026 that kills the identity fully. It neither has a light bar in the rear, which also almost every new car has. The A3 still has proper head and tail lights, and I'm so thankful for that. I do have to say I dig the district green color and the design of these black wheels as well. I just so wish it had a proper grille with proper Audi badges when you saw the quality from far away. And where is the exhaust, Audi? This is not an EV. I think at least one proper exhaust on each side would fit the car so much better. Also, you can't really tell from far away if it's an A3 or an S3. The new S3 facelift caused a riot when it came without the front badge. Recently, Audi announced that the badge is coming back in the front grille. But what they brought back is quite embarrassing and still a slap in the face for so many Audi owners. It now just shows an S. Audi, what are you doing? Was it that hard to put a full model definition in there? This is a circus. You are known for the smallest attention to details. This is not it. The new e-hybrid models do have their own badges that were presented recently. I like those a lot. I wish that this one had it in the front grille so people knew what was approaching. It's the most powerful A3 after all. The interior. Directly when you get into the car, your first immediate impression is being thankful that it doesn't have Audi's new atrocious and so disliked steering wheel. This is the one from the previous model and thank God for that. A lovely airbag cover with the proper Audi logo and the normal clickable buttons. I can't tell you enough how much I dislike the new haptic steering wheel buttons of late. They're too fuzzy and you misclick on things all the time. I am also so happy with the proper AC controls with buttons. They are so easy to use and don't distract you as much as the newest criticized Audi interior does. The design is perfect. Actually, this is one of the best Audi interiors in the past years, together with the previous Q3 and the current e-tron GT that also have the same design. I do prefer this over the one with a third screen for the AC on the bigger models as the A6, A7 and A8. The virtual cockpit has all the info that you need. It's pure perfection. It didn't need reinventing. Every single person loved this. And so does the middle screen user interface. I'm so happy to hop into this one from the new A5 that I had prior to this shoot. That gave me nothing but headache. The complete fussiness of the new versus the old logos in the interior is just pure comedy. You have the new badges on the outside while the old S-Line badges are visible on the steering wheel, the seats and on the side lists inside. You can punch me in the face and I will still not understand how this was allowed to happen from a premium brand. It looks so unprofessional. The gear shift nibbler has always been one of my biggest complaints. It feels so unemotional, so wrong. The previous one in the 8V was so much better and felt more like a driver's car. I also have to address this volume button, which I really dislike with passion. What were you thinking, Audi? Where is the proper volume button we have been used to for decades? Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Some things don't need reinventions. Funny thing is, they thought that it was more important to have the 12-volt socket with a proper quality button instead. I am also so thankful for a proper openable panoramic roof. The feel that you can have the option to open that, unlike the digital non-openable one in the new A5 and A6, is pure freedom. Overall, I still like this interior. I am happy that it doesn't look like the new A5, A6, Q5, Q6 interiors, cause that's just a big mess. This one feels classic Audi to me. How it drives. Now here is where my biggest praise is coming. Just let me start off by saying that I think it's a big shame that this is not a quattro drivetrain. Unfortunately, it is only available as a front-wheel drive. You feel it in the corners clearly. I myself would never buy a front-wheel drive Audi. I just don't like how a front-wheel drive car feels and spins upon loss of traction and handling in corners. Quattro is quattro. You glue yourself to every curve. But But surprisingly, this new hybrid system works so well that in so many occasions it hooks up pretty good even in very slippery conditions. I was actually blown away by that. It doesn't feel like a front-wheel drive car most of the time, and that is the biggest praise I can give here. As I said previously, it really feels faster than an S3 when you want to overtake quickly. The kickdown is quicker and there is no turbo lag at all. If they would put this hybrid system in the S3 engine, it would improve the performance massively. The maximum electric range is also improved, and now you can drive up to 143 kilometers on full EV mode up on full charge. That's quite impressive. It also recuperates the energy and charges the battery during your driving better than I have experienced in any Audi before. The final thoughts. This A3 Sportback 45 TFSIe surprised me with its lovely driving feel, acceleration, fuel consumption, and the whole feel of the new hybrid system. It felt responsive and sometimes also very fun to drive. The setback is that in this new facelift it really missed out on the so-known Audi quality and feel. Strange front design with plastic fantastic on every corner. Also weak interior materials. Where did the brushed aluminum quality feel go? In the latest Concept C, Audi shows that they know their mistakes and they will fight their way back to the heart of the customers. So, I am hopeful. This A3 hybrid excites me so much more than any EV from Audi. To me, this is the future. The perfect balance of a combustion engine with an electric motor. It just has to be perfected, and this is a step in a very good direction. If you can surpass the loss of quality in some important areas for the true Audi fans, this is a proper fun car that really surprised me in a good way. Are you in the market for a new S3? I would think twice and take this one, which is a bit cheaper, out for a drive and give it a chance. You would be surprised. For me personally, I am still not fully convinced enough to want a brand new Audi. They still have a long way to go, especially fixing the small details and creating something that stood out just as their older icons did. I am still going to continue to drive those and represent the four rings in the best way possible, and that is reminding them of who they are. Thank you for watching.